How are you, Mr. Ryan?
Great, thanks. How are you?
I am wonderfully blessed as always. Thank you, sir, and so are you. And you're blessed for starring in a fantastic movie.
Thank you.
I love that film. It's a multi-layered movie with it's about the sins of a father. You know, and it's gripping yet entertaining at the same time, and that's hard to do sometimes.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Now, the last time we saw you at a carnival was for The Notebook. What made you want to go into the world of carnival?
That wasn't my plan. You gotta blame Derek for that.
Right? Now, what attracted you to making the film? Was it Derek's?
Yeah, it's working with Derek. I mean, Derek, the filmmaker, and I had made a film before called Blue Valentine, and that was, you know, I mean, unlike any other experience I'd ever had, and I was just excited to get to work with him again. And while we were making that film, we were talking, and I told him about this fantasy I had of if I was going to rob a bank, this is how I would do it, and he had just written a script about that very thing, so it felt like sort of meant to be.
Happenstance. Wow. What other fantasies do you have?
I
Maybe you can tell him that.
No, I'm afraid to share them.
That's cool. Now, what attracted you to your character?
Well, he's just a disaster, you know. I mean, he's covered in, he's just a mess, and a lifetime of bad decisions. And, you know, he's in like some kind of equivalent of a motorcycle boy band in the early 90s, traveling the low-rent carnival circus.
Right.
Carnival circuit, you know, it doesn't get much worse than that.
Well, how did you come up with the whole self-mythologizing of the character? I mean, you know, the hair, the muscles, the tattoos.
I guess the idea was just to show somebody that was all kind of surface and without depth and without, you know, like a careless person,
right?
You know, who was so when he robbed the bank, it didn't feel like something that was kind of out of character. It seemed like he was somebody that would do something that foolish because he'd lived a life of making bad decisions that were similar, and you know, and then he shows up to this town and he's like presented with this child that's his, and it's like holding a mirror up in front of him, and he sees what he's become and kind of what a joke he is.
Yet when he first sees the baby, something kind of changes, even with your performance. There, you see a certain glow, and you become aware that that's gonna be the story to move the narrative forward, right?
Well, I just felt, you know, it's again like you have to give credit to Derek because it's the way that he designs it. But I just felt like, you know, when I was presented with this kid who played my son, Tony Pizza is his real name.
I heard. Yeah, Ava told me.
And I was like holding him. I was like looking at myself and this character that I created, and I just felt all this shame, you know, that just even holding him, I felt like too unclean. I didn't even want that kid to look at me the way I looked. So I kind of understood the way that the character would feel. Oh,
now your next movie, the movie you want to direct, How to Catch a Monster, is Derek going to be part of your inspiration?
Absolutely. I mean, I've learned so much from him, and hopefully I can get him in the movie too.
Oh, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And nice meeting. My favorite Mouseketeer ever.
Oh.
Next to Annette Funicello.
Oh, all right. I'll take
Brittany.
that. I wouldn't trust you if you said otherwise.
Thank you.
Thanks.